Yeah, so I'm Reynaldo Filorio. This is Karina Filorio, and we're officially married.
Yes.
We just started Jesus Discipleship in our singleness. You know, she had her own group, and I had my own group, and just discipling people up. And as soon as we got married, 2 weeks in, we're like after our honeymoon, we got a phone call from some of our family, and also a married couple, and they were just going through it. They were going through it, and this is on my side of the family. They heard about my transformation, and they're like, "Man, Ray, whatever you have, I want. Like, this is for us. Like, we need Jesus." And it just blessed my heart so much. So I didn't even tell Karina until like a week later. Hey, by the way, we're gonna do Jesus discipleship with our cousins, you know. And she was just so for it. She was like, "Yeah, let's do it." But I should have definitely told her that we were going to do it with them. But my heart was just for them to be like, hey, the Lord is going to change things in your life and set you free, and you really want it. Let's do it. Let's do Jesus discipleship together. And so that was one of our first married couples that we got to disciple with. And man, the growth in them has been exponential. I remember because we did it over Zoom. They lived a little farther, and I was like, man, we never did Jesus discipleship over Zoom. It's always been in group settings, like close together. So it was over Zoom, and I was just like worried. Like after the first week, I'm like, I don't know if they received it well, like, cause I don't know, there was like some static or this and that. And then the week later, when we met, they just had testimonies like, I just prayed to invite the Lord into my heart, and I just felt such peace, and they just started weeping, both of them together. I started crying. I was like, Lord, thank you so much that it's not about me. It's all about you, Lord, that when your word is spoken, that things happen. At the end of the discipleship, they really they were like, hey, you know what? We encourage them to get baptized, but they're like, no, let's get baptized in their hearts, like to get baptized. Yeah. So we did it in our pool. Had like a big dinner and like just to celebrate them, and they got baptized right there. And that was one of our first Jesus discipleship groups.
Yeah, we definitely didn't know what we were gonna expect the moment we got married, but when we came back, sure enough, the Lord already had couples that He had put us in their heart to do life with. There was a specific couple. They were my friends in the world, and they were dating for years. They got married, and in my singleness, I got to walk now his wife, her name's Kimberly, into salvation and disciple her one-on-one. And so she brought her husband Eric, which was my close friend, and he came, and now him seeing me now married and like transformed and being like, whoa, like this is real, you know. And so he started coming, and man, the revelation he was receiving from the Lord, he was so hungry. He was ministering to people on his lunch break that people would just come to him. He's like, you guys know it's true. Like in the ministry assignments, if you pray like for opportunities, like they come, and people are just coming to me, and I'm able to just, share about what God is doing in my life. And further along in the class, all of the married couples got baptized. And so, including our friend Eric, who I was believing for. And that was an answered prayer for me, because I want to see my friends come to the Lord. He's saved now. He's on fire for the Lord. And man, now we have friends in Christ that we get to do life with. And
with our first group, I was talking about my family. That was we did Territory 1. We're about to start Territory 2 in this next month. And then with the married couples, we did Territory 1. That was right after Territory 1. Yeah. And they all agreed for Territory 2, and they all agreed for Territory 3. So we're actually praying about a time and a date where we could do Territory 4 together, when it's just released this year. So we were excited about that to do. I think it's Jesus' ministry. Yeah. But they're all on fire, and they all want to continue and keep going. We put this for our prayers, even for our vision for this year. Like, let discipleship be a part of our lifestyle. It's not. I don't want to categorize it as something. No, it's a lifestyle that we are called to do, and this is going after the one, leaving the 99, being a good shepherd. Being a fisher of men, and this is how the Lord has called us to be. And I never would have thought these words would be coming out of my mouth, because I was so for like, I don't want to talk to anyone. Lord, I thank you that it's just you and me and this and that. but how much I read the Word, how much more He reveals Himself to me, how much more I see His heart for the one, how much more I see His heart for other people. And it just blesses my heart to see like this is how, it's supposed to be, just as brothers and sisters in Christ, to break bread, get into the Word together, and be friends, and genuinely, iron sharpens iron, says, and a friend sharpens another friend, and it's a blessing to definitely be a part of Jesus' discipleship.